Yo, what's up guys? We're back with another video today, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of the biggest UFC upsets to happen this year in 2024. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now let's talk about probably the biggest UFC upset that happened this year. Neil Magny defeating Mike Malott in the third round by TKO. I mean, listen. I didn't see this fight, but I rewatched it, and it's crazy how Mike Malott was winning like every round. He was winning like the first and second, and was on his way to like win a decision, and it was gonna be ranked. And Neil Magny, out of nowhere, he gets on top, and then he TKOs him with like punches at the top, and it's crazy because like Mike Malott was winning the whole fight. If he had won this fight, he would have gone ranked, and he was on a momentum hype. And I think the I don't know the odds. The odds were about, I think, 300 to 400, like in favor of Mike Malott, which is basically like a, I don't know, like a 70 to 80 chance to win, something like that. But it was crazy, man. I mean, I couldn't believe it because like when I woke up the next morning to look at social media and see like what people's reactions were, they couldn't believe it. They weren't even like upset. They were just laughing. Like how do you get TKO'd by Neil Magny? How do you get TKO'd by the decision merchant, Neil Magny? Like, how does that happen? Like, I'm pretty sure that's Neil Magny's like first like TKO win in like probably like several years. I think it's like, I don't even know. Like, I literally don't know. That's how long it's been since Neil Magny's gone a TKO win. So like, it's crazy. It's crazy that Mike Malott like lost this fight by TKO by Neil Magny. All right, now the next fight we have here, I feel like people forgot about this one, but I haven't. I remember people were saying that Joe Pyfer was going to KO Jack Hermansson. I was one of them. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was one of those people, and Joe Pyfer, he got fraud checked. Like he won the first two rounds. Like I don't think this was the most insane loss, because I mean it wasn't like it was. He just lost the last three rounds, but it was just the aftermath. Like how do you lose to Jack Hermansson? This guy lost. This guy got KO'd by Roman Dolidze, and you couldn't knock out Jack Hermansson. It's crazy. It's crazy. And this was before the new gloves came in. So it's crazy that he still couldn't knock him out. It's crazy, but like, and he was trying to. He was landing like insane bombs on him, and Jack Hermansson just walked it off. He was just like, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep walking forward." Like, it's crazy that Joe Pyfer couldn't knock out Jack Hermansson, but Roman Dolidze could. I don't understand that logic. That's MMA math for you guys. I mean, and I think the odds were also pretty high for this. Like I don't remember what it was. Probably like minus 200 or something. Crazy high, but still, like how does Roman Dolidze KO Jack Hermansson and you can't? Like I can't stop forgetting that, man. It's crazy, man. This one's kind of a slept one recently. A lot of people also don't talk about this one, but this was crazy. Anthony Smith submits Vitor Petrino in the first round. I don't even think it was a minute in, and he submitted him like it was nothing. Guillotine, everything. Dustin Poirier would be proud, but it's crazy, man. Like, because I remember everyone said Vitor Petrino was gonna like destroy Anthony Smith. This was the end for Anthony Smith. He was done. Say goodbye. He's retiring after this. And then boom, he just out of nowhere he just submits him. Like everyone, it's crazy. And I believe that the odds for this, like Vitor was a minus like 500, I think, which is crazy. That means like you're basically going to win. That basically means if you're a minus 500, I think, that basically means you're gonna win a fight. That's basically it. I'm pretty sure that's how betting odds work. Like if you're at that like high of a number, but it's crazy. First round submitted by Anthony Smith. I mean, on paper, man, on paper, Anthony Smith had everything. He had the striking, the grappling, everything. I mean, on paper, man, he's the greatest of all time, you know? But it's crazy to look back at that. This is another one where a lot of people weren't upset. They just were laughing. Like how do you get submitted by Anthony Smith in the first round? It's crazy. It's crazy. And Anthony Smith made it look so easy. So easy, man. I mean, I can't say anything more than just like it. I'm just laughing thinking about it right now because it's just crazy to look back at that and just be like, how? All right, now this one for me is my personal favorite because listen, I'm probably like one of the 5 people in the world who likes Bilal Muhammad. I'm pretty sure the only people who like Bilal is Bedtime MMA, and that's it. Like, I'm pretty sure he's the only guy who likes bedtime, like Bilal Muhammad, and of course me. But like I remember a lot of people said Bilal Muhammad's losing this fight and all that. Oh, it's over for Bilal. He's too old. That was a fair point. I'm not gonna lie. Bilal is kind of getting old. But I mean, Bilal, he's better everywhere in the striking, the grappling, the wrestling, everything. He's the greatest fighter of all time. But no, it was kind of crazy how Bilal Muhammad dominated Leon Edwards in my opinion. Like he was also Leon Edwards was a minus 200 going into this fight. And that's like I think that's like a 60% chance to win, like a 70 or something high like that. But it was crazy, man, crazy. And Bilal I think was almost like a 300 plus underdog going into this fight, and boom, Bilal just dominates him throughout the whole fight, except for like the last 10 seconds where Leon Edwards was elbowing him and he almost got TKO. But that's enough. That's it. I mean, Bilal Muhammad's the champion, guys. I mean, remember the name. But no, it was crazy. This was also just another just another big upset, and you could tell Dana White was not happy after the fight. I mean, his look like after Bilal won the fight just says it all, man. All right, now we have a recent one actually in this lineup. Rob Font beats Kyler Phillips by unanimous decision. I remember this one felt like going into this fight, it was just the new up and comer, like he's gonna take on the old veteran who's been losing a lot, and Rob Font just he pretty much proved everyone wrong. I'm pretty sure this was also another like big like upset right here. I actually can't remember on top of my head what it was, like the betting odds for this, but it was crazy, man. It was crazy. And Kyler Phillips, like I think he won the first round, but Rob Font showed that he's just much better. I mean, everywhere. The striking, the cardio, everything, man. I can't really say much about this one, but apart from it was just nice seeing Rob Font getting the win because he's a veteran. Yeah, there's not really much else I can say about this one. Really, it was just I was glad Rob Font won, you know? All right, now to end off the video with a big one, Max Holloway beating Justin Gaethje. I remember. People were saying that Justin Gaethje is going to knock out Max Holloway. I remember that. Everyone was saying that. I was genuinely was one of the few people who actually believed that Max Holloway was going to beat Justin Gaethje. And it's not the fact that like Max Holloway won the fight that impressed me or like that surprised me, but it was the fact that he was able to. I think the craziest part for me was the fact that he knocked out Justin Gaethje in the last second. Like, to me, that's what makes this like the biggest upset, or like one of the biggest upsets this year. Like, if he had just won by decision, that alone is already a big upset. Because he was like a plus 200 going into this fight, which is like you basically are like a 30% chance to win. I think I'm pretty sure I don't do betting, guys, but I'm pretty sure that's like how it works around that. But still, it was crazy betting odds against like Max Holloway. They had Gaethje up so much, and the fact that Holloway won every single round was crazy enough, and then he KO'd him in like the last second. That to me is like the craziest thing, because Gaethje's never been knocked out, or at least like out cold, right? Like he's been through so many wars, guys, so many wars. We've all seen this, and yet he's never got knocked out cold like Max Holloway did to him this fight. That to me is what makes it, like, I don't think it's the biggest upset, but it's very close, guys. Just because of that knockout puts it like probably the second biggest upset, or maybe even the first, honestly, just because, man. But guys, that is it for me. That is all of the big fights that have happened this year for But guys, that's it for me. But guys, that will be it for some of the biggest UFC upsets that have happened this year. I don't think there's gonna be any more added to this category. I might be wrong. We'll see how 3-0-10 goes. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I will see you in the next video. Peace.